Ladies and gentlemen, every dream begins as a whisper inside your mind. It is fragile, delicate, and easily crushed before it gathers the strength to stand on its own. Too often, we rush to broadcast our intentions, seeking applause before the work is even done. But true success does not grow in the noise of approval. It grows in silence, focus, and discipline. Silence is not weakness. Silence is strength. When you hold your plans close, you protect your most valuable resource, your energy. Every word you speak about your dream releases a portion of that energy into the air, like steam escaping from a boiling pot. Little by little, the force that should be driving your actions begins to dissipate, and what remains? An idea that feels flatter, weaker, less alive than when it burned brightly in your own mind. When you share too soon, you invite opinions, doubts, and judgments. Even the well-meaning advice of friends can plant seeds of hesitation. One person says, "That seems difficult." Another asks, "Are you sure that will work?" And suddenly, instead of pouring your energy into action, you begin pouring it into defending your vision, explaining yourself, convincing others. The dream becomes a debate instead of a mission. But when you keep silent, something powerful happens. Your energy remains concentrated. It stays within you, building pressure like water behind a dam. That force, undistracted and unchallenged, drives you forward. You move with certainty, not because you convinced others, but because you convinced yourself. And self-belief, undiluted, is far stronger than borrowed encouragement. Remember, every plan requires momentum. Momentum is fragile at the start. It is easily broken. Protect it with silence until it grows strong enough to withstand the noise of the world. It is easy to talk. Words cost nothing. Plans, ideas, and promises can be spoken 1,000 times and still leave you standing in the same place. How many people have you heard say, "One day I'll do this, one day I'll achieve that," yet years pass and nothing changes? Their lives remain the same because they confuse talking with doing. Intention without action is like a seed left in the palm of your hand. It holds potential, but unless it is planted, watered, and cared for, it will never grow. Every time you declare a goal without taking a step toward it, you create a false sense of accomplishment. You feel a rush, a small pride as if progress has been made, but in reality nothing has moved. That energy that should have been spent building is wasted in words. The world does not reward what you intend to do. It rewards what you produce. Action transforms vision into reality. Action is proof. You do not need to convince people of your ability if they can see it in your results. A man who says nothing but works diligently will achieve more than the one who talks endlessly yet never moves. Progress has a language of its own, and it requires no translation. Results speak universally. If you want your plans to be taken seriously, let them mature in the soil of discipline and effort. Keep your head down, your hands busy, and your focus unshaken. Let others talk while you move. And when your work is finally revealed, it will stand as undeniable evidence that action, not intention, is what builds legacies. Focus is a rare currency in this world, and secrecy is one of the strongest ways to protect it. The moment you speak of your plans, you divide your attention. Part of your energy remains with your dream, but another part now drifts outward, concerned with how others perceive it, whether they believe in it, and how they will judge you if you fail. This split weakens your focus, like light scattered through a prism, instead of directed as a single, burning beam. When you keep your plans to yourself, you give your mind the gift of concentration. Your thoughts remain sharp and undistracted. You are not busy rehearsing explanations or crafting defenses. You are busy building. Silence creates clarity, and clarity creates speed. By keeping quiet, you cut away the noise of opinions, expectations, and doubts, leaving only the pure, undiluted vision that belongs to you. Great achievements are rarely born in public. They are shaped in solitude, in the quiet hours where nobody is watching and nobody is asking questions. That is where focus becomes power. Each step you take in silence strengthens your momentum. Each private victory builds confidence. And by the time you reveal your work, it is already solid, tested, and undeniable. Think of secrecy not as hiding, but as guarding. You are guarding your mental space, guarding your discipline, guarding the precious fuel of attention that your dream needs to grow. Once your focus is strong enough, once your plan has gained weight and strength, then and only then can it stand in the open without bending under pressure. Until that time, secrecy is not an option. It is a necessity. It is a hard lesson, but one that every dreamer must learn. Not everyone around you is rooting for your success. Some may smile to your face while quietly hoping you stumble. Others may discourage you, not out of malice, but because your ambition reminds them of their own abandoned goals. When people see you reaching for more, it exposes the places where they chose less, and not everyone has the strength to applaud that. If you share your plans too freely, you risk placing them in the hands of those who cannot carry them. Some will laugh at them, some will doubt them, some will even try to sabotage them. They may wrap their words in concern. I just don't want to see you fail. But beneath the surface, what they really mean is, don't outgrow me, don't surpass me, don't remind me of what I could have done. Your vision is like a seed, delicate in its early stages. To grow strong, it needs the right soil, the right light, the right care. If you place it in barren ground, it will wither before it ever takes root. In the same way, your plans cannot flourish in the presence of envy, doubt, or small-mindedness. That is why discretion is power. You must learn to discern who truly believes in your growth and who only pretends to. This does not mean you must distrust everyone. It means you must choose wisely. Share your plans only with those proven to have your best interests at heart, those who water your ideas instead of draining them. Until then, let your silence be your shield. The fewer people who know your direction, the fewer opportunities there are for interference. Remember this truth: the path to success is often walked alone, and that is not a weakness, it is protection. By keeping your plans away from unsupportive hands, you give them the freedom to grow into something undeniable. And once your dream has become reality, those same voices that doubted you will have no choice but to respect it. There is a certain magic in moving quietly and striking when no one expects it. Victory, more often than not, favors those who do not announce every step, but instead allow their success to appear suddenly, fully formed, undeniable. When you reveal your plans too early, you give others the chance to prepare for you, to resist you, even to undermine you. But when you hold back, when you move in silence, your progress builds in the shadows until the moment it bursts into the open. And in that moment, the impact is far greater because no one saw it coming. Surprise is a weapon. It disarms doubt, it silences criticism, it forces even your opponents to take notice. Imagine the difference between a person who speaks endlessly of what they will achieve and delivers nothing, and a person who says nothing, works relentlessly, and then suddenly presents results so powerful they cannot be denied. The talker is forgotten. The doer is remembered. The world does not reward promises. It rewards proof. There is also freedom in secrecy. When no one knows your timeline, no one pressures you. When no one knows your strategy, no one can interfere. You are free to adjust, to fail in private, to learn quietly, and to rise again without an audience measuring every misstep. Then, when your moment arrives, you step forward not with theory, but with evidence. You stand not with intentions, but with victory in hand. And when victory finally reveals itself, it speaks louder than any plan ever could. It needs no explanation, no defense, no convincing. The surprise of achievement commands respect, even from those who once doubted you. That is why victory loves surprise. It carries a force that words can never match. So I urge you, build in silence, move with intention, reveal only when the time is right. Let your triumph be the voice that cannot be ignored. Thank you.